Guys, wow. A sudden, unexpected end to this fight. Lomachenko versus Rigondeaux. Guys, this is 100% live. I did not think I was going live right now, guys, but I believe it was end of the sixth going into the seventh round, and out of nowhere, they go to Rigondeaux and they talk about his gloves, and the fight is stopped. Lomachenko proved yet again he's the Matrix. And it's crazy because we never seen 4 gold medalists or 4 gold medals. Both of these guys won 2 golds in the Olympics, 4 total in the ring. Some thought it would be a wash. Some thought it would be compatible. Some thought Rigondeaux would pull it off. Rigo Nation. Some thought Lomachenko would dominate. And guys, in reality, the first round can be debatable. But if you would have gave that first round to Lomachenko, it was a clean sweep. And towards the end of the second round, maybe about a minute left, you can see Lomachenko stepping up. He kind of figured out something. The first round was to kind of figure out pace. And then from the end of the second round, it definitely turned up. And what I was looking for was some type of adjustment from Rigondeaux that never came. Guys, the post-fight interview hasn't came yet. They're talking to Rigondeaux right now. They're talking about him may be in pain. They're showing them in the training room. Rigondeaux shook his head no to the trainer, assuming that either he doesn't want to continue fighting. It looks like he either got his spirit broken or he's claiming some type of injury. Hopefully we get a post-fight interview to find out exactly what happened. Guys, it's your boy T-Dog, what's plays in the sports, giving it to you right now. I'm hoping he stick around for the post-fight interview so we can find out what's going on. It looks like they're looking at his hand. They're looking at his left wrist. He's squeezing his left wrist. It looks like a post-fight interview might be coming soon, guys. I'm going to let you listen to it. Don't worry about it. T-Dog, what's plays in the sports, know how to shut up when it's time, and I'm going to let you listen to it. But he's pointing at his wrist, and the thing is, even if it's his wrist or not, people are going to look at it that it's a cop-out because Lomachenko was clearly dominating the fight up to that point. He was finding ways to get to Rigondeaux, and the one thing about this fight, it seemed like from the jump, Rigondeaux just could not get his timing. He could not get a good counter off. He could not get his timing off. Lomachenko was the fastest fighter, and he just couldn't get off. And it was pretty much the whole fight. And as he couldn't get off, Lomachenko started to dial in. But as it looks, guys, it's not official yet. I'm waiting for him to talk about it. We're going to get to the post-fight interview live. It looks like they got Rigondeaux on deck. I'm thinking they're going to talk to him first. The bell just rung. Let's listen to it, guys. Injury to the left hand. Cannot continue. Lomachenko got a TKO victory. Looks like Rigo is saying he suffered an injury to his left hand. This fight right here may make people argue to put Lomachenko number 1.
They just said it.
He said he's pound for pound number 1 or what? Oh, it looks like, I didn't quite hear, but it looked like they said they called him the new pound for pound. But, all right, so they finna go to a short break, guys. And once they come out the short break, we're definitely going to get into it. T-Dub, what's plays in the sports. We are here live. Like I said, we're going to break this down. And while they're on this type of short commercial, I'm going to give you what I know. The first round was kind of a fill-out round from both of them. You know, you didn't see anything spectacular. You did see some respect. It was either a combination of respect and a combination of, let me just see what he's going to come out with. You know, like a fill-out round. And it was. Second round was somewhat of the same. We saw the introduction of a little bit of holding. on Rigondeaux' part, which did come an issue throughout the fight with the holding. Rigondeaux seemed like whenever Lomachenko got close, his thing was to, instead of letting Lomachenko hands fly, was to actually reach out and hold, and it happened a lot. He eventually got a point taken away from holding so much, but in the end of the second round, that's when Lomachenko started to turn it on. You can see him moving a little bit more, throwing more shots, prepping with the jab, just making contact. Even when Rigondeaux was doing his bending down and trying to get away from it, at times, even Rigondeaux even threw, not Rigondeaux, but Lomachenko threw even kind of hammer punches, kind of down at his head, hitting his head and whatnot, to just make contact. He got a couple warnings, and we had a couple shots that was kind of borderline during the break. You know, somebody hands free. I remember one of them. They was kind of tangled up. Rigondeaux threw like a hook, and as he threw a hook and it landed, Lomachenko came with like a hook and a straight that landed after that. But the tell of the tape, guys, of this fight, pretty much, Rigondeaux did not make any adjustments. He just could not get his timing off. Any kind of real counter was missing. I didn't see him make any adjustments. Once Lomachenko started picking up, I didn't see him change. I guess he started trying to move a little bit more, but we don't know if that's really because he was making a change or he just couldn't deal with the shots, and he was basically either trying to get away with it, but it was not successful. This went on for 6 rounds. Rigondeaux got a few times called for holding. They actually broke it up, took a point away from him. At this time, you knew that, you know, even before then, you're like, man, Lomachenko is pitching the shutout. I mean, he is pitching the shutout against Rigondeaux. And once the point got away, you're like, you know, he would have to get a knockout. But how was Rigo going to get a knockout when he can't get a time to even get a clear shot? I don't even know if he landed one clear shot this whole fight to even make Lomachenko think about even coming in. But what we're going to do, guys, we're going to hang in there. We're going to wait till they come back. Hopefully, we hear from Rigondeaux with the post-fight interview. And we're going to break that down, dissect that. Looks like he's saying his left wrist. And to be honest, they just came back, and we're going to wait. To be honest, in a fight like this, to be honest, that Rigondeaux actually has everything at stake. He just lost his 122-pound title when it wasn't even officially on the line, but it was on the line. He only got $400,000 for this fight. And you know at 122, if he had trouble getting fights, being a champion, they definitely not going to give him a shot now. This could be almost the end of seeing Rigondeaux. It'd be hard push to actually see him again. They showing both fighters. They got both of them right here, guys. I'm going to turn the volume up, and let's rock with it.
Vasily, that's 4 guys that don't come out of their corner in a row. What's your new nickname?
Maybe I changed my second name. Maybe I changed it, and now my name is Lomachenko.
He changed his name to Lomachenko. 4 fights in a row. All 4 fighters quit. He's going to change his name to Lomachenko.
He's a good fighter. He's a top fighter. He's a king in the boxing, but he's a king in his weight category. It's not his size. It's not his weight. So it's not big win for me because it's another weight category.
But it's a big win for boxing because people wanted to see this fight. It was a mythical matchup. What's next for you after this big win?
I don't know. I need to rest 1 month maybe, and after that I begin the training, prepare for my fight. What about my next fight? I don't know. We need to ask my promoter, Bob Arum.
How much did the Orlando Salido fight help you in terms of developing?
Post-fight interview live.
Another fighter is going to get dirty.
You know, he learned me just low blow, punch a low blow. That's it.
And nonetheless, a brilliant performance once again by Vasily Lomachenko. We're now joined by Guillermo.
This is Rigondeaux right here, guys. Let's find out. This is going to get translated.
I lost, but it was because my hand, in the second round, I injured the top of it, and I could no longer continue. ¿Qué te sorprendió de tu rival Vasily Lomachenko esta noche? What surprised you about Vasily?
Injured in the second round.
He's a very technical fighter. He's normal though, but he's very technical, very quick, very explosive. ¿Qué sigue para ti? What's next for you?
Imagínate, lo que sea. Sabes que yo peleo con el que sea. Nosotros no tenemos excusa para pelear con nadie. Nosotros peleamos con cualquiera.
You know, I'm gonna come back and I'll fight against anybody because there's no excuses. ¿El tamaño marcó diferencia esta noche? Did the weight difference mark a difference?
No, pero Lomachenko no está haciendo nada tampoco del otro mundo. No está haciendo nada, porque me puedo tirar más las manos y ya no puedo hacer más nada.
You know, Lomachenko really wasn't doing anything. It wasn't about the weight. Really, it was just a hand that I injured, and that's why I could not continue. The fans say it all here at Madison Square Garden. Le das crédito a Vasily Lomachenko. I do give Vasily Lomachenko credit, though. He is an excellent boxer. We'll see what happens with the career of Guillermo Rigondeaux as Vasily Lomachenko keeps moving up in the boxing world.
Well, all right, guys. Here we go. I see you all. Will victory. Wow. Disappointed in Rigo. Shaking my head. Lord may look good, though. You know what, bro? I was disappointed, man. I expected more from Rigondeaux. I expected him to be, especially at this high level, to honestly be able to just even make adjustments. And we didn't even get a chance to even see him make adjustments. I didn't like he made adjustments. He said from the second round he hurt his wrist. They didn't show pictures of it. It didn't look like it was broke. Maybe he sprained it. I really don't know. Maybe it is legit. Maybe it's an excuse. I don't know. But what we do know is that Lomachenko definitely turned it up. And it could be a combination of his wrist and a whole lot of Lomachenko just doing what he do best, man. His in and out movement, it was hard for Rigondeaux to time. He couldn't get his counters off. He couldn't get his left off. He couldn't get his jab off. It was just a very tough fight. Rigondeaux did have some success early, throwing either a jab to the body or something like that, but that was pretty much it, guys. Give me a moment. What I'm gonna do, guys? I'm gonna go home. Probably end up getting set up. Let me see. Will Victory said, you were right, bro. Rigo didn't have one clean punch. Devil 666 says Lomay didn't look good though. I'm thinking of what you said. Lomay looked it like Lomay. Rigondeaux just did not pull the trigger, you know. I'm a guy that I would like to see Rigondeaux do a whole lot better. Rigondeaux just said he didn't counter between the punches, and that was pretty significant. When I done my lead up, you know, and I gave a breakdown of what Rigondeaux needs to do. One of them is he needs to counter punch in between shots, and the second thing I said is he needs to use his feet, because Lomachenko uses his feet to get in and out to throw those punches. Rigondeaux should have used his feet to get in and out from getting hit, and also maybe even set Lomachenko up with punches. But he just didn't change gears, guys. Devil says, I expected power from Lomay. You know what? I didn't expect power from Lomay. I actually thought Rigondeaux was going to actually be a little bit stronger. Lomay is not known for having power. He just has a really good offense and angles that a lot of times just his combination punching and his pressure and his opponents not being able to see the shots coming is what typically put his opponents in trouble. Will Victor, Rigo kept ducking. Lomay couldn't show power. Yeah, I mean, Rigo was ducking, but that's something Rigo that always do. You know, he kind of bend down and he tries to, you know, slip punches. That's just what he do. What he should have done is not just do that, but counter with it, you know. Maybe slip, and come back with 2 or 3 hard punches himself. He just didn't throw much at Lomachenko to put fear in Lomachenko that he would get hit with something, and he just couldn't get his timing. You know, even before he hurt his hand, guys, Rigondeaux just could not get his timing right. He couldn't land a clean shot. When he did try to counter, he was missing counter pretty big with his counters. He just couldn't get his timing, and that could have something to do with Lomachenko just being faster. Maybe, and because of the added weight, maybe it slowed him down a hair. Because I even said I thought it may slow him down just a hair when you put that type of weight on, and he just couldn't get the timing right, and he just couldn't land a good clean shot. Devil said this was so whack. Well, if he can't punch, obviously he can't throw a punch to counter. and it was his left hand. You know, I guess that is his power hand, so he couldn't, and he typically does counter with his left hand. But I don't know, man. It's just a really tough fight, you know, to watch as a Rigondeaux fan. You know, I kind of favor, because a lot of things was going into Lomachenko way that Lomachenko will probably most likely have an edge to pull it off. But I thought that, well, I didn't thought, I wanted Rigondeaux to actually pull it off. I wanted Rigondeaux to, you know, because he has so much at stake. They taken his 122-pound title when they shouldn't take it. They only paid him $400,000 for this fight. He had a lot of things going against him just to even make this fight happen, and now it's going to be hard as, you know, as hell to get another fight for him, because it seems like boxing is pushing him out. You know, so that's more the tougher thing that I'm looking at with him. Will Victor said, would you like to see a rematch? I don't think that the people will want to see it, because before it was stopped, Rigondeaux probably didn't win a round on most people's cards. And it could have been because of the injury. It could have not been. But the simple fact, because it didn't look as competitive, because before the stop, that a lot of people is not going to really push for it. And I don't know. I just don't see this as being a fight that they'll do a rematch on. At least not right now. Maybe if Rigondeaux goes back down to 120, maybe wins 2 or 3 fights, go up to 126, establish his weight at 126, and then maybe get a title to show that he may be grown into the weight. He's back on a winning streak. And if Lomachenko's still at 130, that may be something possible down the line, maybe. But guys, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get ready and go home, and I'm gonna set up, and we're gonna go live, and we're gonna actually talk about it while I'm in front of the camera, and I can, you know, you guys can see me, I can see your comments. We're gonna do it. T-Dog with Blazing the Sports. Appreciate you guys stopping by. Hit the thumbs up, hit the like on your way out. Let me know, what do you think about the fight in the live chat, and also wait till the live chat post and leave a comment on if you thought it was a good fight, if you didn't, if you thought Rigondeaux was hurt, if you want to see a rematch, whatever you think. There's no wrong answer. Always remember, you can comment below and let me know what you think. Hit a like, hit a thumbs up, hit the subscribe. T-Dub with Blazing the Sports. See you in a few.